Hey guys, so this is my 6-week pregnancy vlog, and this week has been fairly simple. Nothing, like, my symptoms have seemed to go down a little bit, not too much. So as for symptoms this week, I still have nausea, which is pretty bad, and it's graduated from just at night to all day long. I mean, it doesn't last like all day, but it'll come in spurts where it'll last for an hour to 3 hours at a time, and most of the time it'll always come back at night, but now it starts as early as when I wake up in the morning, and I'll just feel really nauseous, and it'll go away. I usually feel nauseous after I eat, so that's one of the biggest problems that I've noticed, the biggest symptoms. The other one is my boobs hurt, which is fairly typical. I had it for all through my first trimester with Kaiden, but after that they didn't hurt at all. Overall, this pregnancy has been pretty different than with Kaiden, but for other symptoms, I am not, like, I remember I mentioned, I think it was last week, that I got really hungry all the time. Now that my nausea started kicking in and it's all the time, I'm not that hungry anymore, and every time I want to eat something I feel sick, so I'm not eating as much as I was. But I'm always up to drinking something. I just can't eat. Like, I just feel like I'm gonna throw up if I eat something. Like right now, I'm starting to feel nauseous just thinking about it. Anyways, another thing that's been going on ever since the beginning of this pregnancy is that not only that I have my runny nose, but after like around 4 weeks pregnant, I started sneezing a lot, and I didn't think that had anything to do with pregnancy, but it's actually called pregnancy rhinitis. I think that's how you pronounce it, and it's when you become congested, which I am, and I forget how they said it was caused by. Oh my god. I know your hormones play a part in it, but that's not what it is. It's something that causes your nasal passages to close up a little bit, so you can't breathe that well. You get a stuffy nose or a runny nose. It started out as runny, but now it's stuffy. And it's basically cold symptoms. You cough, you sneeze, but the thing that I have most is sneezing. And I'm not allergic to anything. I don't have any allergies, so it's something that I'm not used to. You can't really do anything for it because you're pregnant. So I've just been like, I sneeze all the time. Everywhere I go, I'm just sneezing, and it's been getting a little bit better, but it stinks because I'm running around here all day long just sneezing, and it's pretty annoying. And I'll sneeze 3 times in a row, which isn't like me. I usually only sneeze twice, and I will sneeze 3 times in a row, and then like 10 minutes later I'll start sneezing again. It's really annoying. My eyes hurt. I need eye drops. That's basically everything that I'm having right now. I do have problems fitting into my pants that I used to wear because they all seem a bit snug, and I think that's because in your second pregnancy you usually get bigger faster. And I remember I started having a little bit of a bump at 7 weeks with Kaiden. It wasn't anything like noticeable, but it's kind of like I am now. I look now like I did when I was 8 or 9 weeks pregnant with Kaiden, and I'll show you my belly in a second and you'll see what I mean. But I'm getting bigger now than I was with Kaiden. I mean, I'm getting bigger faster than I did with Kaiden, which is supposed to be normal because your uterus starts getting bigger faster. As I said in my last vlog, although I don't know how many of you watched it, The baby's heartbeat was at 113 beats per minute, which is really good. My first ultrasound, they didn't pick up a heartbeat. There was no cardiac activity, so they're kind of worried. And then 3 days later, baby had a heartbeat of 113 beats per minute. So that's really good. Babies grow really fast and everything seems to be looking okay. I went to my family doctor, who's the one who ordered the tests on the first one, and I was talking to her because I was really concerned about the subchorionic hematoma. And so we were talking to her and she explained that it was a small hematoma. It seemed big to me, but that's probably because the baby is so small that it seems so big to me, but because it's bigger than the baby. So I was kind of worried about that, but as for hematomas, I suppose she said it was small, so that's good news. She didn't know where the location was or if it was in a good location or anything. She couldn't tell me anything. I don't know if that's because she knew and didn't want to tell me, or they didn't write it down or something, but she said she didn't know. So I don't know where it's at as far as, she said she didn't know if it was above the baby or underneath the baby because the 2D ultrasounds don't really show that much. So can't really guess anything on that, but I don't know. She said that there is a chance that I will miscarry because of it, but since there is cardiac activity, I do have a viable pregnancy, which is always a good thing. So for now, everything's good, and I'm having another ultrasound on Monday, which is tomorrow, and they will check to see if the hematoma has grown any in the past week, to make sure it's not growing at a big rate. And the other thing is I have a cyst on my left ovary, and it's not a normal one that you develop during pregnancy. It is a small cyst that is not it's not filled with clear liquids. It's filled with blood or pus or something. They don't know what. And she said to me that if I were not pregnant, I would probably be sent to somebody and they would see if I needed surgery for it. Because with where it was and the fact that it wasn't clear, it wasn't see-through. It was dark liquid. So whatever it is, it's not good news, but she's hoping that because of my pregnancy, it will go away, go back down, shrink, whatever, it will go away. So they're going to take a look at that and make sure it hasn't gotten any bigger, which is good. And then, so basically not everything's going that great, but a lot of things, that's my phone, sorry guys. A lot of things have been going bad, like this pregnancy, and I'm only 6 weeks pregnant, but with Kaiden everything went bad at the end. So I'm hoping that we'll get everything out in the beginning and then the end will be great. So that would be nice. But anyways, I'm going to be taking a video of the ultrasound tomorrow, or ask them if they can put it on a CD before we start the ultrasound so that I can put it on YouTube, because I've been wanting to do that. So in the very least, I will be putting a video from my phone onto Instagram of the baby's heartbeat, which my Instagram is BeccaBabyDoll2011-1. So if you're interested in that, I post belly pictures. I'm going to be posting them through my entire pregnancy, and I even post them now with like how far along I am and what baby's size is and my cravings and my symptoms. So all that stuff is on there every week, and I do that before I even do this video. Anyways, I will do a belly shot and then we should be done. Okay guys, so sorry for the weird location today. I'm kind of, that didn't help at all, but hope you can see it well enough. This is my 6-week belly, and it is kind of, it's small, but it's not as small as it was with Kaiden. And yes, I have a little hair tie thingy.